So everybody, this is Sally. Sally is a 1990 Volvo 240DL wagon that I purchased for the price of $400, 2 guitars, a bicycle, and a television. She's a little rough around the edges. You've seen some of her videos before, so you know she's not exactly in the best shape. But she seems like she'll never die. She's running without a mass airflow sensor, without an O2 sensor. Her steering wheel is cocked all the way to the left. I gotta turn on the defogger. That might be too loud. She makes a deathly whine that you can hear right now. It's kind of a terrible noise. Who knows what it is. Her brake failure light is on, and her right rear brake does not work. I've driven her around a little bit since I got her, but she's not registered, so I can only drive her on private roads. And this is, as you're gonna notice, this is gonna be the first video on the channel where I actually talk. I swore when I started the channel that I wouldn't talk in the videos because, you know, I hate my voice and I hate the way I speak. But I figured it might be for the best to inject a little bit of personality into these videos. So as you can see, she seems to drive pretty straight, even though the steering wheel is cocked to the left. And even when I bog her down, she doesn't really complain too much. She does make some terrible, terrible noises. And if you could look down right now, which you can't, but you would be able to see that if you lift the shift boot, you can actually see all the way through to the road, which I don't think is exactly a factory option. Exhaust comes in through there because there's no O2 sensor, so it just comes back from the engine compartment and up through. So it makes kind of an odor. And if you've ever been in a construction worker's car, that's basically what this car smells like. It has this smell of grease and sweat. Actually kind of gives it a little bit of a character, I would like to think. But anyway, yeah, that's Sally. I'm just taking her out for a spin around my neighborhood right now, and she's doing pretty well. I can have her in third gear going uphill at 30 miles an hour and she doesn't complain, which is kind of surprising because I've had some supposedly nicer cars that would really bitch about me doing this to them. But, you know, Sally just kind of takes it. It's amazing. She doesn't have a reverse lockout, and one time I did accidentally almost shift her into reverse when I was going about 10 miles an hour trying to put her in first. Didn't go over too well, but she survived. She still goes in reverse, she still goes in first. So that's okay. And basically my plan is to fix her up and chronicle the journey as I go. So we'll see how that goes. I don't have any experience fixing cars. I worked in an auto repair shop for a couple of months on Saturdays, kind of as an internship, and it didn't end up working out. So we'll see what happens with this. When I finally get her up and running, back to you know, stage 0, I'm gonna see what I can do about swapping her. And I'm not really sure. I'm considering my options. If anybody has any suggestions, I'd love to hear them. I want something with a lot of torque, low-end torque. I love low-end torque. It's fun to play, and I want to be able to do that. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna have another video up probably in a couple of days, and we'll go from there. Thanks. Adios.